that's kind of special. February 3rd.
Do you remember like where you were?
In regards to,
Like just like when you ended and where like you started at one point and then you ended at one point.
okay. Well, when I went in, I actually had to go to Cincinnati, Ohio, to the federal building. That's where they told me I got drafted. Then when they told me I got drafted, I went to Hamilton, Ohio, and joined the Marine Corps. When you get drafted back then, you went in for 2 years, okay? And the Marine recruiter told me that they didn't have any 2-year enlistments, they had 3-year. So I went in for 3 years. And then, like I said, when I got out, I was in El Toro, California, and I had to stay out there for a month because it takes them a while to get your paperwork and saying you're going to get out to release you. So then I left El Toro, California, and they flew me home on a commercial jet, like a regular jet. And then I landed in Greater Cincinnati Airport, okay? So, and kind of the sad part, too, was I got married before I went to Vietnam. And while I was in Vietnam, basically my wife stopped writing me, okay? A lot of people wrote me, but she didn't. And when I got back from Vietnam, she picked me up at the airport, but she didn't want to be with me anymore. And shortly after that, we got divorced, okay? Which that wasn't good, but it worked out. I ended up going to college and being a teacher and taught for several years, so it worked out, even though it was sad when I got home because it just hurt me because she didn't want to be with me anymore, but I got over it. Just like you said, well, I can't remember the word we used before, but you get used to it, you know what I mean? And you figured there's another plan. I'll just say God again was watching over me.
Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, in AIG, which is what this video is for, we're talking about perseverance.
Uh-huh.
So, like, if you don't do good on a test, like, don't let that bother you. Just, like, keep going.
Right.
That's a mistake, but I can learn from that mistake.
Exactly right.
Going.
Well, and I think people find out in life, you learn more by your mistakes than you do the good things or your blessings. And then sometimes when you make a mistake, hopefully you realize, how can I do better, and hopefully not to make that same mistake again.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's, I think, a key thing that the military teaches you is, one, to take pride in yourself, to do your best, to try to care for other people, and don't give up, don't quit, keep trying, okay? And the military, I think for most people, some people, I have a friend, Owen, that just went in the military. He was in there for about 3 weeks, and he disliked it so much, he didn't want anything to do with it. He quit, and now you can do that. You can get out if you want to, and that's not the best thing, but you should, I'll just say, he just definitely didn't like it, and it was a bad experience for him, and a lot different what he thought it would be.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
What did you do, like, on the days and weekends after you were done serving in the military?
Okay. While I was in the military, you mean like if I was in like North Carolina or Vietnam, what did I do after I was working all day, or what did I do after I got out of the military?
After you got out.
Okay, after I got out of the military, I went back and I got my old job back, because then, which I think is true now, they basically, most employers will give your job back because you're serving your country, okay?
Yeah.
So I went back to General Motors. I had my job. I went back there, and people my age or a little bit younger would say, get out of here, go get your college education. You got the GI Bill, it'll pay for your school. So I did that. I went back and I went to Miami University, same place your mom went to school. And I graduated to be a teacher. And then I taught school. I remarried after I graduated from college and had my 2 children, and taught school for 8 years. And then I went through some various different jobs, but at the end of my working career, I started teaching school again. So teaching school was a good experience too.
Did you continue any of your military friendships, like I asked you already?
No, but the thing that the military does that way, when somebody finds that you've been in the military, and for me, because I was in the Marine Corps, when you meet other people that's in the Marine Corps, you kind of connect with them, It's probably like you being from Texas. When you meet somebody from Texas, you kind of feel like you know them, even though you don't, So it kind of makes it special. And I think most people not only appreciate that you were in the military, but also they have maybe a little bit more respect for you because they know you served your country. And that probably, it should be that way, you know?
Yeah.
So, and as you probably know, if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot and some stores, they give you a military discount, even though it's been 50 years since I've been in the military. I still get a military discount because I served my country for a while.
So that was the last question. Thank you for letting me
You're
interview
welcome.
you.
Thank you very much for the interview. You
Thank
did
you for
well.
your service.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.